Hello everyone! Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lindsay and I run Looks by Linds. So welcome. This is my third YouTube video and today I'm reviewing some beauty counter products and just sharing my 3-minute makeup. Obviously it's going to be a lot longer than 3 minutes today because I'm explaining and chatting and whatnot, but every morning I get up and I can be up and out of the house in 15 minutes. Honestly, like people are like, no way. And I'm like, if I don't have to do my hair is the thing that takes me a million years to do. Like I just did it this morning and it takes about 40 minutes if I'm going fast. But if it's already done or if I'm throwing my hair up in a bun, I get up, I shower, I throw on deodorant, I can have my makeup done in 3 minutes and be out the door. It's insane. So for my beauty look, I am just doing a very natural face, just showing you what products I'm using right now, and my beauty trademark, which is a big rosy cheek. That is my thing. I always do a pretty neutral lip. If I want to be a little feisty, or if I'm wearing like a super boring outfit, I'll throw on like a red lip with like a very natural eye and my rosy cheeks. But yeah. This is pretty much my Monday to Friday look. I have a very different beauty routine versus most of the beauty bloggers you probably follow. My beauty routine is really inspired by Parisian women, just because they have such an effortless beauty look. Like usually it's kind of like, it looks like they're wearing no makeup. They might be wearing like some mascara and a little bit of lipstick, but really it looks like they're wearing no makeup, which is something I think is amazing. And then I save for special events or weddings, big parties. I like to kind of like shock people and throw on some false eyelashes and do a little bit of contour or do a heavy smoked eye for big events. So I feel like when it's a special occasion, you should leave your special beauty looks for those occasions as well. So during the week, Monday to Friday, I like to keep it pretty simple, pretty natural. That way it's easy for me to get out the door in the morning, feel natural and confident, and then kind of like give everyone a bang when it's time to like really dress up and kind of showcase what you can do. Alrighty, let's get started. So don't mind me, this is my first makeup tutorial video ever, so I'm very new to this, so be nice. So to prepare, the first thing I do is wash my hands because contrary to what a lot of beauty bloggers and friends and whoever else is doing, I do not use a beauty blender or a brush. I was using this guy for a really long time. Sorry, also I'm just getting used to this like ring light thing, so bear with me. Yeah, so I was using a makeup brush for a little while, but I just find like it does not go onto my skin as nice as it does just with my fingers. So I make sure my hands are nice and clean because I do have quite a few breakouts for whatever reason ever since I moved to Vancouver, probably like 2 years ago. I don't know if it was the timing on my move or if it's just like, I don't know, change of scenery, or I've read a lot online that just women in their early 20s, like just different hormones and whatnot, I've had breakouts on my chin for like the last 2 years. Non-stop. So I make sure my hands are nice and clean so I don't irritate it any more than it already is. And yeah, away we go. So I start with the Beauty Counter Skin Tint, which is in shade Linen, which I'm assuming is the lightest one because I am very fair. I've always pretty much worn the lightest shade of makeup there is on the shelf. I'm really comfortable in my own skin, literally. I am fair. I feel like that's how I'm intended to look, so I try not to use too much skin like tanning products or anything like that, just because I feel like I naturally look best just in my own skin tone, and that way when you put on your makeup you don't have a line that's very evident that you're using self-tan or anything. So I always mix my foundation or skin tint with a little bit of moisturizer as well because I do have kind of dry skin. So right now I'm using Nivea Day Cream. Sorry. So it's just Nourishing Day Care for dry skin. I just put a tiny little bit in with my foundation, and then I just mix it up on my hand and put it on. So I'm finding that this beauty counter stuff is kind of like a medium coverage, and I usually go for a more full coverage just because, like I said, I've been having lots of breakouts and am super insecure about it, but I have really been liking this just because, as you can probably see, it's very glowy. And then I just go in with concealer afterwards and cover up the blemishes. Ooh, so I just kind of like rub it in my 5 head. I don't have a 4 head, people, I have a 5 head. It's so large in charge. But, you know, everyone has something they don't like about themselves. Which is funny because, like, my biggest insecurity has always been my elf ears. But then as I grow up, I'm like, I got those from my dad, and I love my dad. So I'm embracing my elf ears, Dad. Poor guy, he doesn't even have hair to cover it though. At least I have that. Sorry, Daddy-o. And then next I have Revlon Color Stay in 01 Fair because, again, Whitey McGee over here. So I just put it under my under eyes. And then, yeah, we have some friends on the chin right now. Not so bad on this side today, but like I'm starting to get like scarring. So if anyone has any tips on clearing your skin, I would love to know. So I do use a brush to set in my concealer. So this is a Makeup Gallery like stipple brush. I don't even know if this is the right kind to use, but this is what I like. So I just kind of dab in. I've watched enough makeup tutorials to know that like the dab 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 thing is like a big joke on YouTube. So I just kind of like lightly tap all of it in as much as I can. The eyes are a little bit harder because it's like so close to your eyeball. Ooh, see, I told you I'm so rookie at this. There we go. And I already did my hair because going out for drinks later, so I usually let my hair like loosen up a little bit as the day goes on. I don't hairspray it or anything just because I find it's less bouncy, and the way I love my hair is when it's like full and bouncy, and when you hairspray it, I find it like locks the curl, but it's like it makes the bounciness of your hair kind of drag down, and I don't like that at all. Okay, so I'll just go in the rest with my finger because we want to keep this nice and quick. All right, and then next I'm just gonna go straight into a setting powder or foundation face powder. So this one is Marcel, Canadian brand, hypoallergenic, and it doesn't say what color, but again, I'm gonna assume it's the lightest one on the market. So I usually grab the lid. I'm just gonna put it on my lap here because I'm videoing opposite to my vanity today. So I take a little bit on my brush. I'll put this down. And then I usually just like put it into the lid and then like get rid of some of the powder. So I still can see like this is pretty prominent, but it is what it is. I would rather it like be under a normal amount of makeup than trying to layer more and more and more and more concealer over top, because then it just like looks like a mound of concealer on your face, which is not cute. So next, I'm just gonna make sure my brows are okay. My brows are not by any means, holy crap. Ugh, why is it doing that? My brows aren't phenomenal. My sister has the best brows. And like, I don't wear a crazy amount of makeup, but she wears no makeup, like actually, but she does work on her brows like every day. So it's like labor of love. But I am completely content with the shape of my brows as well. And sorry, I forgot to mention, I'm just using an e.l.f. brow wax. There's the like filler and the wax. I only use the wax because I find that the filler just makes my brows look too dark, and I basically just want my brows to look like full but not like they're painted on. So this keeps them in place, the wax, all day, and then just kind of fills them in a little bit. Okay, and then next I'm gonna do my blush. So the whole theme of this video is behind your beauty trademark. And that for me is a big rosy cheek. So I have pretty high cheekbones. Since I was a little kid, have always had like big, full, chubby cheeks. Like half of my friends and like people I've gone to school with my whole life will just be like, oh, your chubby cheeks. Like, oh, you've always had them. Like, I'm like, yeah, I know, okay. But what I love on my face the most, I guess, is a really rosy, full cheek. It's just feminine, and I think it just brings so much life to your face. So I have this super old NYC blush. I don't know, Cheek Glow. Prospect Park Rose. It's a super high pigmented pink. I've had this for like at least 2 years. And it's almost done. So if anyone has any like really rosy blush suggestions, that's a little bit too much, let me know. I will do my eye, which is nothing crazy. So again, we're going back to Beauty Counter. So they sent me this beautiful palette over the holidays. So it has all these really fun, glittery eyeshadows. There's like burgundies, there's golds and browns, which I use most, and like a soft peach. Black I haven't used yet because, again, I'm a little afraid of dark makeup. But today I'm just gonna do what I normally do every day, which is a really neutral eye. So I'm gonna start with Eggshell, which is this light color here, and just put it in the corner of my eye. And I just use the tiniest bit of makeup for that. And then I'm going in with Canyon, which is like this light latte brown color, just in the crease a wee bit. And then I just like to blend it out. So my eyes are brown, so I find it's hard to find colors that like go with my eye. Other than browns, golds. Like when I was younger, I used to play around with like blue and like all these crazy colors. And now I'm like, why, Lindsay? I really like neutral colors right now. But again, I am open to suggestions if anyone has brown eyes as well and has a color they're loving. I must say I am really liking that like peach color. So next I'm going in with Cashmere, which is more of a shimmery, lighter shade, and just going in the corner and pulling all of the shimmeriness into the brown. So it just like gives you a little bit of glitter. There we go. And then I'm just gonna take Canyon, that brown again, into my bottom lashes. Then we're going in with mascara. I'm currently using the Voluminous Lash Paradise just because I heard so many good things about it. It's packaged just like the Better Than Sex, but it's better. It's honestly better. I like it so much. I found that Better Than Sex kind of left like that residue on your eyelids, whereas this one doesn't. I hadn't tried Better Than Sex in years, mind you, but that's what I found with it. I really loved it. It made my eyelashes really full and big, but I always have to check or go to the bathroom every so often and just make sure I didn't have like that residue in my eyelids. So yeah, one of the bloggers I follow, Lydia Elise Millen, she's a UK-based vlogger mostly. She was on this campaign and I love her. So I was like, I need to try this. I'm gonna use this mirror again because this was way easier. And then to finish off the look, all I'm using is my CoverGirl lipstick. If you follow me on Instagram or know me personally, you know CoverGirl lipstick is my jam. It's drugstore, but it feels like you're wearing chapstick. It doesn't feel like you're wearing anything major on your lips. I hate matte lipstick. It's so awful. It feels like there's chemicals on your lips and like you feel like this all day because they're just like shriveling up all day. Whereas this is like moisturized. It's so nice on your lips. And people are like, yeah, but you have to reapply. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to because it smells nice. And it's just like, I don't know. When I take a little break, I'm like, I love being like a little girly girl and whipping out my compact and like putting on my lipstick. Sorry. So yes, this one is Tempting Toffee in number 255. So it's a really natural lip. I don't use any lip liners either. Admittedly, I have overlined my lips before. But again, I just gave that up because too much time. So I kind of just slap on some lipstick and I will like purse them together, hope for the best, throw on my earrings, and out the door. That is it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I also am on Instagram at looksbylinds, and my website is www.looksbylinds.com. Thank you so much for watching.